Okay, with the back computer done, I'm turning my attention to the second half of this. Now the kit came with the back computer, also came with these two panels and these LED panels as well. This one and this. Kit was meant to be a modular. You could switch those out. You could have this and then whatever that panel was. I'll show you the picture here. You get the left one or the right one. So this would be what you'd see in the series, but in this case you could switch it out and have have this the left side and either one of these on the right side. Unfortunately, the kit itself, I can't buy the main base itself. I would have to buy the whole kit. I didn't want to do that. I honestly, I would have if the price would have been better. Like I'm not gonna lie, the kit is pricey, and understandably so, right? But if it wasn't that as much as it is, I probably would have bought another one. But in this case, I couldn't justify myself getting another one just for the base, unless I have some money to spare or whatever. But so that's not being the case. Joe Kaluda, I got this particular one from him. He printed it for himself, one for himself, because he's doing some stuff. He has his own project to do as well. So, he printed one for himself, and he informed me that he had extras. So I bought this particular one from him. Now you'll see here that I had to sand down a lot of this, because it was initially designed to fit what was it? Designed to fit this only, these two panels. So it was not as recessed as this one is. You'll see that this one does fit. Here, I'll take this one off. You'll see what I mean. Sorry, forget it. Alright. Okay, this is okay, so I had to, so this was more forward, so I had to essentially grind it down in order to same depth as this one here. So it wasn't very easy also, because I didn't have the proper tools. So, and this being pretty much the plastic, it's sometimes melted when I was like cutting through or grinding, sanding it down. Pretty much I just use a Dremel for this whole thing. So, but had to do a little patchwork there. Probably do some here too, just to patch it up just a bit. But yeah, but it's been sanded down, and it'll fit well now with this particular one in there. So and I initially I was selecting this not to be connected to a remote, but since I got another PCB with remote, I decided I might as well use it rather than let it sit in the box doing nothing. So I will be outfitting this with a remote, so I don't have to keep pressing the button or opening the display case to press a button to turn it on, but rather use the remote, which is much easier, more convenient, more cool. So yeah, so that's what's happening with this. Yeah, I'm still waiting on a buck converter because the 9-volt is not enough to power. The resistors reduce the power by the voltage of this too much, so I got a buck converter at Joe Kaluta's recommendation. That's what he did with his, so I had to ask him about that, and they helped me out in the department again. So I'm waiting on that one, and yeah, I'm looking at least coming on this Sunday, so there won't be any work on this at all until then. Okay, so that's the update on this, and hope to include this as part of the diorama display I have for the 96 Batmobile, which I think. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's an update. Initially tried powering the LCD screen just with the 9-volt, like straight up based on the schematic diagram here, and it didn't work because it was resistor too much. So in order to bypass that, or to regulate the power, we had to get this buck converter, 12 volts to 3.7 volts, because each battery is 3.7, no it's not, there we go, 3.7 volts, so we had to regulate that. And this is the connection, just using one part, C1. This wire is for the remote, which is connected to the negative part wire that goes into the board, and the regulator, the positive, goes to the positive wire of the board, LCD screen. And 9-volt obviously is connected to the red and white, same thing as the back computer. Now the input, the wires of the buck converter, the positive is connected to the positive, and the negative to the negative. Alright, and just to show you how it works, this will be always left on, so I'm turning it on. I just have to use the remote. No. 1 second here. Let me just grab this. Alright, just gonna make sure there's nothing's. Alright, just making sure nothing's in contact. Okay, I'm gonna be pressing B. And here goes. You hear the clicking. There you go. Yay. Alright, turn it off. There you go. Turn it on. Takes a few seconds to go on. There you go. Okay. Alright, this is just, I connected the other panel to see if it also works. Okay, pressing B. There you go. Okay, so works as well. If you try connecting it in parallel, it does not work. It just slight buzzing, and both panels won't work at all. So better to do it separately. And actually, it only works separately. You can't, even though it's in parallel and you press one button is only pressed, turned on, it still won't power up. All right, that's it. Thanks. Just again, quickly off, on. All right. Okay. Okay, just a quick update. I had to sort of rebuild this area here. I did a pretty bad job on this one. But this one's much better. Because there was too much space. This one here kept falling down when placed in. So I had to fill it in. And this was the first one I did a few days ago. It's not, so could have been better. Like this one. This one's so much better. Maybe I could just file it down or something. I mean, yeah, try grinding it or something. Sand it. But this is so much better. So this now, both of these now fit pretty well. It's a bit proud, but I'm okay with it because I want these to come off. I don't want these to be permanent. I want these to be able to come off. Alright, so this is an update. The other circuit board I asked for finally came in, so I'll be able to finish this one off. So I've connected it, and it works well. Let's see if I could just make sure nothing. I'm going to be using electrical tapes so as to. I just want to quickly show you that it does work. Just make sure there's nothing is gonna be short-circuited. Sorry, just double checking. Can never be too careful. Okay. All right. Just so let's be. There you go. So I'm going to be using the same remote for this and the other one. So, this was configured to be the same as this one here, so they can use the same remote. Okay. So there you go. So you see, as you can see, it's working. Right. Turn off. Turn on. There you go. Okay, so now I'm just gonna wire up the other one, this one, to this, and when that's done, I'm gonna put it on this thing, and this project is done. All right. All right, so I've wired the other one. And can be. There you go. All right, so looks good. Off. On. All right, just gonna isolate those wires. Insulate those wires, sorry. Isolate. Alright, so wires have been insulated, exposed wires. That's already turned on. I'm just going to test it one more time, and then final installation. Here we go. Yep. Alright, cool. Everything's good. See, I already installed that one in there. So, right. All right, here it is. It's nicely put in there, so this will be easily carried. So, all right. Okay, this is everything installed. Each one has its own circuit board and configured to the same frequency, so I can turn it on with just one, but I can both turn on both of them with just one switch of the button. And there you go. First, I would have liked if these were not synchronized, but it is what it is. So yeah. But yeah, I'm okay with it. Ideally, that would be nice. But it could have been done, but I just wanted to use just one remote, just to, anyway. Or, yeah. Okay, so it works. There you go. Awesome. All right. Okay, so this pretty much wraps up the build on this. The only way this was done was to have another of these made. I would have preferred, again, I would have preferred the base from ProCustomFigures, but since he couldn't sell it separately, Joe had kindly provided me with his 3D printed computer base frame, so that was the only way for this to happen. So, and yeah, I also got to thank him also for providing the PCB boards and the wiring diagram to make this all happen. So essentially, I have to give him thanks for everything pretty much here, for lighting this thing up. Other than, of course, the panels, those two LED panels, those are not from him. But the two PCB boards, this frame here, and help, and his providing, again, like I said, the wiring diagram to hook these up properly and get it to work. And also configuring the remote or the PCB so they would turn on with the same frequency. So, all right, so yeah, this will go into the 1966 Batmobile diorama, and yeah, so the project wrapped up. That's it. All right. Oh yes, and just one more thing. Ideally this would have been nice if it was lit, but I decided not to. Again, in terms of logistics, there's the panels at the back there, so in terms of having the wires pass through and whatnot, it would have been another thing to work out. But anyway, like I said, I'm not too worried about that. Oh. One turn on, one turn off. Anyway. There you go. All right, I still got that's everything. I just probably have to learn the ins and outs of this. As you saw, the lights turn off on the right side, but turn it on again with the remote. But anyway, okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.